Hey guys, my name is Ben Howard. We're back out here at North Greenville University to take a look at Goliath Disc's newest disc, this one being the Samson. When I first heard about the Samson from Josh, he explained it as a more overstable, faster version of an arc, but once people started getting hold of them and started throwing them, the comparisons to Wraiths, Graces got thrown out a bunch, and now that I feel them and I got them in my hand, I would say that's not a bad comparison at all, but I will say I think these are going to be more overstable than a typical Grace, maybe. It's hard to tell because these things are very flat, as you can see, but I compared the rim width to one of my Raptures, and the rim width is almost the exact same. And I know on Goliath's site it's saying a 10 or 11 speed, but this is, like I said, it's almost a 12 speed. So it's going to be very fast, and with that flat top, I'm assuming it's going to have either a good amount of stability, or it's hard to tell what a flat top does. Most of the time it takes away glide, but adds either more understability or overstability depending on the disc. I'm assuming they're going to be closer to a Rapture in stability, but what I'm really hoping out of these is that they're going to be right in between the Rapture and the Slingshot for me, because there's not really a slot I'm missing, but it'd be really nice to have a disc that would fall in between those two. But if you're interested in getting one, you can go to Goliath Disc site, and if you use my code BenHoward10, that'll get you 10% off your order. So please go check them out, but let's go and get around and see how they fly. All right guys, so for hole one, got a par 3, 230 feet. Not the best hole to really test out distance drivers, but this will be a good warm-up hole, and I'm gonna go for the wide hyzer play out to the right. And with that, I'll be able to at least tell somewhat what the stability's like. Well, and that's why I bought 2 of them. I knew something like that was going to happen. Threw that a little too wide. We didn't get any flip out of it. Yeah, it's pin high. There it is. Much better. Okay, so we ended up a little bit shorter than I was thinking. I thought we were basically pin high, but closer to like edge of circle. Not bad at all. Went straight at it. All right, guys, for hole 2, got a par 3, was like 280, something like that. Basket's up ahead on top of the hill. For this one, we can try both a forehand and a backhand, because really all you can do is just try and throw something and spike it into the side of the hill, either on the right or the left side of the basket. First, I'll go with just a flat backhand, high out to the right. Well, maybe I'll touch a hyzer. I think if I throw these flat, they'll probably go too far. I think it, get in. Ooh. It felt like it wanted to flip a little bit there, but it never really did. Or if it did, it was like, it just kind of held straight instead of actually flipping at all. But I'll get to try a forehand. See how this goes. Oh, there's the flip. Oh, yeah, came back really nice. It should be pin high. Okay, so both my shots ended up right here, same spot. Maybe just inside of circle 1. Not exactly a very friendly putt, but very makeable one. Nice. All right, guys, we're on hole 3. This one's a par 3, 290 feet. Basket's on the other side of this hill, so we're pretty much just throwing a blind hyzer. The main thing you don't want to do, though, is finish too far to the left or throw into this bush straight ahead of us. Granted, that is the best aiming point, so I'm going to throw both of them on backhand, just straight at those bushes on a good amount of hyzer, because I don't, how they flew in the last hole, I'm assuming if I do throw them flat, it's almost going to fly like a destroyer's flight number suggests, where it's going to give me a touch of turn and have an overstable finish. So I definitely want to put on a touch of hyzer, but I don't want to throw it too high either. got a lot of flip. That would either be parked or like 30 feet past the basket. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. Get in the bucket. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember if I actually threw the pink one first or not, so I don't know. It's not like it's gonna hurt anything. Ooh, I tried to spit out. All right, guys, so for hole 4, got a par 3, 240 feet. This is another hole that's not exactly great for these discs, but it'll be interesting to see how they fly if I throw them a little bit softer. The basket's out here tucked off to the left, so I'm having to throw just a soft hyzer with these discs. Try not to get them to flip up at all, just hold the angle and glide left. Oh, it slipped out. Do that one too hard, but it didn't flip all the way up. Oh, I got a good skip on that one too, so that should be good. Ooh, I thought they had a chance for a second. All right, guys, for hole 5, we've got a par 3, 270 feet, basket straight ahead on island green. So we're gonna have to go for more of a spike hyzer-ish play, which is gonna be interesting with how flippy these discs can be. Granted, they have plenty of stability, so it shouldn't be too hard. It's just gonna be getting the distance right. It's gonna be the hardest part. Looks good. Yeah, it should be like a inside the circle putt at least. Ah, it slipped out. Dang it. All right, guys, for hole 6, we got a par 4, 528 feet. You can see the basket down here between the 4th and the 5th of these trees on the right, but we do have a Mando left of these two buildings right here. So for my first shot, I really just want to try and throw it into the side of this hill you can see just past the buildings. If I do that, I'm going to have just a straight shot into the green, and then if that ends up going well, I'll try something a little stupid. We'll see what happens. So good. That's exactly what I wanted this disc to do when I first heard about it, is have that like just gentle turn and just a gentle fade. Oh, that's so good. All right, now we get to try something fun. Nope, too much angle. All right, now for the shot you've all been wanting to see out of this, 150-foot approach shot. It's perfect. All right, guys, for hole 7, we got a par 3, 270 feet. Basket straight ahead, tucked into the tree line. These are actually going to be good discs for this hole because I get to basically just throw it straight at the basket and not really worry about going long because there's a wall of trees directly behind the basket. And you also need to throw something fast into this green to get over this hump just before the basket, so should work out. That fades. Ah, okay. That's a putt though. Definitely a putt. Ah, too low. That's the line. Oh, okay, got a little skip. All right, guys, we're on hole 8. Looks like this is gonna have to be the final hole of the video because they took out the old hole 9. It does sound like they are getting close to finishing out the 18-hole layout out here, so should be making that video soon. I just wanted to wait until they have like everything put in and everything's, you know, as clean and as polished as it can be. But like I said, we made hole 8. This one's par 4, 450 feet. Basket's tucked into the woods down here. I don't know if you can see this little dirt patch but it's about 350 feet off the tee to get down there. And if you throw a good shot, you can get down there into putting range. So we'll give it a shot. These are like the perfect discs for this, where I can get a little bit of flip out of them, but they'll have an overstable finish. So let's see how close we can get. Oh my God, so good. I think it skipped long into the rough, like on what would be on the right side of the fairway down there. So probably won't have a putt, but I'll have a pretty easy birdie. These things are so good. I got worried for a minute, thinking I had lost the pink one. It turns out it was actually short of the corner, or on the left side of the fairway, instead of going into the rough on the right like I was thinking. Dunk it. Ooh, dang. All right, guys, that finished up our round out here with the new Goliath Discs Shepherd. Hope I didn't say something different. All right, guys, that finished up our round out here with the new Goliath Discs Shepherd. I don't know if you could tell throughout the entirety of this video, but I am in love with these discs. Like, these do exactly what I was hoping. They'll hold pretty much whatever line you put them on. If I throw them on hyzer, they're going to stay on hyzer. And yeah, they might flip up to flat, but like, if I throw it on hyzer, it's going to fade. If I throw it on anhyzer, it's going to hold that angle and turn. If I throw it flat, it's just going to go straight. In calm conditions, I could literally just play an entire round of disc golf with just these discs and really not be missing anything. I definitely would agree with 11 speed, and I'd probably end up giving them like grace flight numbers. They're like, what is it, 11.5, -1, 2, something like that. Because I would say these discs do have a little bit more overstability than they do understability. But yeah, I think this is taking the cake as my favorite, at least distance driver from Goliath. This might take the cake as one of my favorite molds in general from Goliath. So highly recommend y'all go check these out. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you use my code BenHoward10 on Goliath Disc website, that'll get you 10% off your order. So please go check them out. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and y'all have a good one.